In this video, we are going to discuss about how I got into real estate, what pushed me to get into real estate, and what are my future plans and goals for this YouTube channel and content creation in general. So for a little bit context, I've always loved the concept of real estate. I remember when I was about 10 years old, I would watch these YouTube videos of, $100 million mansion, like in New York, in California, and I was always intrigued by those videos. And I was like, one day in life, I want to buy one of those houses. At least, even if I don't buy them, at least I get to shoot videos like this that are this cool, like shoot videos of these cool mansions and stuff like that. So I grew fond of real estate, and fast forward to when I was in high school, that's where I got exposed to, more in depth of real estate, and I found out, that you need to get a license and stuff like that and all those good stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a real estate license and see how it works out. Just it's worth a shot. I mean, I'm still young. I'm a teenager. I have all the time in my life. I don't have much to lose, So I started taking my real estate classes, and I got connected with this realtor here in Abilene, Texas, and his name was Charlie. And my sister is one who actually connected me with him. He is actually the guy who helped us buy our first new house here in Abilene, Texas, in the United States. I met with him on lunch, and we discussed a lot about real estate and brokerage, and he told me his goals of starting his brokerage, and I was like, hell, I will join your brokerage, Let me join your brokerage. Let me be your first full-time agent. And he was like, you know what, that sounds perfect. I got my real estate license right away, and then I joined his brokerage. Mind you, I got my real estate license after I graduated high school. It was about 2 weeks or a month. I joined his brokerage, and he introduced me to cold calling, prospecting and stuff like that. One of the best advices I've ever got. Taught me how, the main things, in order to close more deals, how you go by closing more deals, and, what you need to focus on in real estate. And he told me basically it's prospecting, learn how to prospect, and then all the administrative work will follow. And I was liking, my experience and stuff like that. But I started looking up on YouTube, obviously, because this is my new career. I was so obsessed. I started looking up, about real estate here in the United States, because I've always heard about brokerages, like, EXP Realty, Keller Williams, real brokerages and stuff like that. I was like, what's the difference, Once I started digging into it, and I learned more actually about brokerages. I met with this lady when we were home hunting, by the way. Her name is Melinda. She's a phenomenal person. She's very incredible, very loving, very caring person. I really appreciate it. And so while I was researching, on brokerages, what do they offer? I'm not saying like, I wasn't satisfied, mind you, when I got into real estate, I jumped, I didn't even search for, brokerage and see what they're offering. I just went direct, and joined Village Real Estate. It was really phenomenal experience. I loved it. And, I got a lot of knowledge from that brokerage. But that's when I met Melinda. She introduced me to EXP. We met at Starbucks, and she came with me, Mandy Dixon, and they told me all the things EXP had to offer. And seriously, all these resources and stuff like that, I feel like these are the things that I didn't even know that I need. But after hearing how it works, they told me about these weekly Zoom meetings where you upload your problems that you're facing in the real estate market. Other agents post their problems that they're facing, and then we meet on Monday, and we discuss on how to solve them. There's some other agents, experienced agents that have faced all those challenges, and they'll tell you and show you how they went by solving those problems, and what worked for them and what didn't work for them. And it's just cool vibes, giving advices for new realtors. And it's not just for new realtors, it's also like for the experienced agents. I mean, there is a lot to learn, and they keep you updated in the real estate market, what's going on in the real estate market. And they have a bunch of programs like that. They have a fast cap program, and that program is essentially shows you, takes you from closing 0 deals in a month to potentially closing about 3 to 4 deals in a month. And I've joined it. It really works. I've loved every single bit of it, and all this information with the short commission cards, so I really got fond of it. At first it felt so too good to be true, but I was like, you know what, let me have a conversation with my current broker, which was Village Real Estate, and I tried to make some amends and see if we can provide some of these resources that I didn't know that I needed, but once I heard about them, it made life way 3 times way easier. After I heard all these things that EXP Roots had to offer and stuff like that, I was like, dude, I didn't know that I needed this, but after hearing about it, I really need this stuff. It makes life 10 times easier. I decided to do what? To switch brokerages, and boy, did they deliver. They delivered every single bit of the promises they made. And they even went far beyond to things that I wasn't even expecting. I mean, I got so much support. I'm a solo agent, by the way, and Melinda and Mandy Dixon, they've been so supportive. I feel like I'm on a team. I remember my first contract I drafted, they helped me a lot. I drafted this really terribly drafted contract. I wasn't so confident in myself because I knew it wasn't that good. I knew something was wrong with the contract because with my previous brokerage, I had already closed about 3 deals, if I'm not mistaken, but I wasn't the one who was doing the administrative work. So I was just doing the prospecting, and then once I get a buyer or a seller, I would just send over to the assistant, and they will deal with everything, the administrative, the paperwork stuff. So I knew basically nothing about, I knew little to zero knowledge about. I remember when I first drafted my first offer by myself or with no support. So I was like, Melinda, they've been so supportive. I feel like I'm on an actual team. I remember the support that I get from these ladies, it's amazing, unmatchable. I'm forever grateful for their support. I remember when I drafted my first contract. For context, when I was with my previous brokerage, I actually closed about 3 deals. I wasn't the one who was doing the paperwork. I had an assistant who dealt with, all the paperwork. So what I did was just prospecting and getting the buyer to sign the contract, and once they are ready, they'll give me the email and they'll send it over to the assistant, and they'll deal with all that administrative work. So I had little to zero knowledge about, paperwork. So when I got to real estate, I was on my own now. I'm a solo agent, and so it was overwhelming. I got my a buyer who wanted to buy a property. So I had to write the offer. So when I drafted the offer, it was terribly done, miserably. Like, oh my God, I can't imagine if I sent that offer out to the listing agent. That would be so embarrassing. So anyways, I feel like, I really need help with this one. So I contacted Mandy and Melinda. Mind you, this was like about 2 weeks after we met, and I was like, dude, I really need your help. I'm drafting this offer, and I don't feel confident that I did a great job. So I emailed it to them, and within 5 minutes, they already got back to me, and with some things that I missed, and it was an absolute mess. So they showed me all the important details I missed, and how to correct them. And not only that, they also told me why we input on this paragraph, why do we input this instead of this, why do we do this and this and this, and it made sense. And after that, I drafted my own contracts, and it's all thanks to them. I had no idea, and they made it so coherently clear with their explanation in their emails. And after that, I drafted the offer. The offer got accepted, and we closed, and blah 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 blah. But I'm just showcasing the support they gave. It's so much appreciated, and they are so down to earth. We're ready to help. I'm in a great place. I'm doing pretty good in my real estate career. Of course, enough deals. I feel like I'm really proud of what my performance in real estate so yeah, I'm loving my so far. I'm loving the experience so far, and it's been very educating. And yeah, so I've made very profound connections with my clients. My clients are my best friends. I don't have a lot of friends, so like whenever I'm with a client, those are my closest friends, you know what I'm saying? So I don't just communicate with my clients whenever I'm helping them, sell or buy their houses. Like after they buy their house or after they sell their house, I keep on following up with them, keep, the relationship going. I love my clients. It's not just, on a client level, it's a personal level. I feel like it's a family. And besides that, I've made, such connections. I'm really grateful for the connections, meeting, Melinda, Mandy Dixon, and some other incredible real estate agents here in Abilene. They're so understanding and helpful whenever I need, some help. So that's where I'm at. I mean, I'm doing incredible in this in real estate. I would highly recommend, if you are somebody who's thinking of, trying it out, just give it a shot and, see how it goes. It works out for you. All right. So now let's talk about the plan of this YouTube channel. The reason why I started this YouTube channel is because I'm more of a reserved person. It came to my attention that I'm socially awkward. I know I'm trying to work on it, and what is the greatest way to work on it rather than, shooting video and, interacting with people, you know what I'm saying? So I'm more of a shy person. Not a shy person. I'm not shy. I'm reserved and I'm more introverted. I don't thrive, in groups of people, like, groups of strangers. I'm more of a one-on-one person. So I have really great conversation with people, like speaking with people on one-on-one. But when it comes to public speaking, I'm really terrible at it. In my family, actually, I'm the only person who is terrible at public speaking. My brother was a debater. He did absolutely phenomenal, when he was in school on debate, and he still does public speaking to this day. He's in cybersecurity, but he does, these conventional meetings, and he speaks public speak to the huge crowd. And I have my little brother who is also in high school. He's also in the debate class. I mean, he is doing really good, and I'm the only one in my family that is more reserved and more introverted. Everybody else in my family is extrovert. They're at least ambiverts or like extrovert. Is it extrovert? Introvert and extrovert. I believe it's extrovert. Yes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but hold on, let me check on Google. It's extrovert, right? Yes, give me a second. Exactly, it's an extrovert. Ha, gosh. English. I'm sorry, guys. English is not my first language. Let me just put that out there. English is not my first language, so whenever I make any mistakes, please be nice and correct me. I'm not quite good at English, but I believe I'm doing better. I'm improving. That's even the whole point why I also started this YouTube channel. It will help me socially and improve my English and all those good stuff. So buckle up, it's going to be fun, and I'm planning on posting on each, and my goal is to post at least once a week. I know I can do better than that, but I don't like making empty promises. So let's just stick with once a week, posting a new video once a week. And I know I can do more than once a week, but just to save so that I don't make fake promises or make promises that I'm going to break. Let's just say once a week, but I'll try my best to post more than once a week. And if you have any topics that you need me to cover in the next video, just feel free to write in the comments down below or reach out. My Instagram is mail.sabi, and I'll put the contact information in the description. So if you have any questions or if you'd like me to touch on any topics, just feel free to reach out, and I'll be more than glad to research on that topic. If I have no knowledge, I'll make sure to research on it and give you the most updated information, or direct you in the right direction where you can get the most accurate and up-to-date information. Anyways, so this whole channel is about to speak about my experience in real estate, not only in real estate but in life, in my life in general, and see how my communication skills improve, public speaking, and I'll be doing a bunch of outdoor stuff and posting it on here to improve. Yeah, so this is more of a self-improvement channel, and helping sharing like my experience in real estate and entrepreneurship as a young guy. I mean, I'm 19 years old. I still have a future in front of me, and I'm ready to explore it. And I thought I would take you along. And thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it entertaining. And if so, please drop a like and consider subscribing. And as an appreciation, here is a picture of a frog. I love frogs. I mean, I don't love frogs. I'm terrified of them, but I love seeing pictures of it. So here's a picture of a frog. And yeah, see you next week.